Up next on End of the Day Beer Review, we're going to be going back to 2022, and we're going to be looking at Bourbon County brand coffee stout, and this is coming in at 13.2% ABV. Check it out. Hi everybody, it's Rich and welcome to End of the Day Beer Review, and today we are going to be going back to 2022, and we're going to be looking at Bourbon County brand coffee stout. Now, this was one of the variants that came out in 2022, and it is made with Intelligentsia, Burundi, Turihamwe coffee beans, which I have probably said all of those wrong, and it is coming in at 13.2% ABV. Now, I remember in 2022, I was very excited that this came out because I loved their coffee stout when they made it years ago. And, you know, I also remember when it first came out, people were sort of like, oh, you know, it's not what I expected. I think they may have used cold brew coffee in this. So I see these all over the shelves where I live. In fact, this is probably easier to get right now than the 2022 base is, at least in my area. So I wanted to see how it aged because I do have a few behind me. And I'm sort of interested to see. I haven't had one of these since I think 2022. Now I am using my official 2016 Bourbon County glassware. So let's give it a pour. Now to me, this always poured, and I still think it does, with a slight sort of like red tinge to it. Dark brown, a little bit of redness. Now if you look at it, definitely clinging to that glass a bit, and I'm still seeing a little of red. Maybe it's the lighting down here, but I'm still seeing that. Now, I can smell the bourbon throughout the bar right now. It's here, it's not going anywhere. The head has dissipated. And the nose is magnificent. To be honest with you, I'm getting all of that bourbon. There's a good deal of chocolate, some of that dark fruit that's there, but on the back end, I am getting just a hint of that coffee. Now, to me, this always drinks sort of sweet, at least the Bourbon Counties, and I'm getting that sweetness there. I'm getting some of the coffee, not a tremendous amount, but a lot of that bourbon sweetness is coming through. And quite honestly, this is the nose that makes me love beer, this type, Bourbon County's nose. It's just so complex. So yeah, I'm getting some of that dark fruit in there. I'm getting the chocolate in there. I'm definitely getting the coffee, and the bourbon is coming through beautifully on the nose. So, you know, from a nose perspective, if I saw this, would I buy it? Yes. Have I bought it? Yes. Now, how has it held up? That is just decadent. Okay, so let's go through it. I'm getting the bourbon, I'm getting the oak from the barrel, I'm getting that chocolate, I'm definitely getting sort of that figginess that's there, that sort of dark fruit. The coffee flavor is sort of mixed more with the chocolate. It's on the back of the tongue. It is still there. Now, to me, it again tastes like a more robust type of coffee. And quite honestly, I think the coffee is there. If anything, I think it's become a little more chocolatey. And as it goes down, there's sort of this nice, almost mocha chocolate flavor. You know, I have to be honest, I always thought 2022 was sort of one of the best bases that Bourbon County has put out. And I know not everybody agrees with me on that. I really don't care. It's a personal opinion. And when this first came out, I thought it was very, very good. In fact, I remember I got this just a little bit early in 2022, and I was like, wow, that is really freaking good. However, I think it's gotten a little bit better. I sort of like that mocha flavor that I'm getting on the back end of this a lot. So again, I'm getting that chocolate, I'm getting that dark fruit. It's absolutely viscous, this beer. It just coats the mouth. And with that chocolate on the upfront as it goes down, you're getting the coffee. And the coffee is there, especially on the exhale after you swallow. There's so much mocha there that you're sort of getting that chocolatey coffee flavor. To me, this, I have to tell you, I'm very surprised at how good this is. To the point where the next time I see these in the distributor, as long as they're not way above, you know, what they cost originally, which was like 24 bucks, would I pick up another one to replace this? Absolutely. Would I pick up another one to cellar? I think I would. I have to tell you, it says on this that it develops for 2 years in the barrel. Well, here we are 2 years later, actually a little shy, I guess, of the 2-year mark. And I have to tell you, I think it's as good, if not better, than it was when it originally came out. This is definitely a beer that is worth picking up if you see. This is definitely a beer that you can enjoy now, 2 years later. And quite frankly, I think that it has come even further than where it was originally. I think it has a nice mocha flavor to it, which I'm enjoying. It has a good mouthfeel. It's got a nice sort of thick mouthfeel to it. The flavor lingers in your mouth for a while. To me, this is exactly why I buy the variants, because a couple years later, they're going to surprise you and they're going to be epic. And this one is. To the point where I think it is probably just a little bit better than it was when I first purchased. Anyway, folks, I have a half a bottle of this to go through tonight, and I'm going to do that. I hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, if you agree, if you disagree, throw some comments down below. If you like the review, I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. It helps with the algorithm so we can get more people in here and have more conversations and everything like that. Anyway, folks, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this. I'll see you next time on End of the Day Beer Review. Cheers. And again, if you see one of these out in the wild, I would pick it up. They're all over New York. That I have seen everywhere I've gone. Definitely worth picking up. Don't confuse it with this year's Backyard Stout, which also has a red label, because that might leave you with an unhappy surprise. Anyway, cheers.